Hi, I'm Marion Jarvis and this is Stepping Stone, our animal centre in the heart of the Greek countryside. I'm going to show you now in a short video how to treat your animals and how to go through the whole process when the animal arrives at an airport anywhere in the world. Number one, when you get to Zurich Airport, go to collect your luggage and in a huge hole at the side of where your conveyor belt runs, that's where your dog will arrive. If your dog hasn't arrived when the luggage has come through, then please ask one of the helpers at the airport. Then you need to go through customs, and there the officials will check the passport and check the chip. They'll put a scanner, usually on the left side of the dog, and scan the neck. Hold the dog carefully with the collar, don't bring it out of the box. Good girl, good girl. Keep your dog in the box until you get to your car because it's less stressful if animals are in a closed area. But as soon as possible, stop somewhere, maybe at a motorway or somewhere where there's grass, and let your dog have a pee. The most important thing when your dog is being let out of the box is that it doesn't escape. It's been several hours in an aeroplane and you need to take great care. So, the first thing you need to do is make sure the collar is tight enough before you take the dog out. We're going to send the dog with a collar so it's easy, and the collar will be loose so it's comfortable during the flight. But now the collar needs to be tightened. Tightened in such a way that it's probably a little bit too tight, but that's better. Then you need 2 collars on the dog or a harness and 2 leads. So that if something happened, one lead had dropped, you've got the other one. Good girl. Yes, good. Good. The other thing you need to do is decide before the dog arrives where it's going to sleep. If you've got a young puppy, I usually keep them in that box, having had a pee just before I go to bed, and have the box by the bed. And then every night, as the dog bonds more and more and feels more confident, I move the box back until it's in the place where it's going to permanently sleep. Other dogs, especially more adult dogs, can be expected to spend the first night alone in the room where they're going to permanently sleep. So be consistent. The other thing we advise is to give a little food when they arrive so they feel, oh, this is a nice place, but not too much because they're excitable and we don't want the gastric system to be on overdrive. So just give them a small amount of dried food, just a small amount, and we usually send our dogs with the same food they've been eating here, and then the next morning give a good meal. Make sure the dog goes out for a pee and a poo before you go to bed and first thing in the morning. It's going to take a few days until the dog knows what it has to do to get to the door that leads out, so you're going to have to help the dog a little bit there. Any questions at all about behavioural problems, you can ask at your dog school, where we would like you to go with your dog, or you can ring us anytime. We're there for you for the whole life of this animal. Whatever the problem, however small, we're there for you. We don't just place dogs and forget about them. So please feel free to ring us anytime and be very consistent about the dog. And the last thing I want to say, I don't want to give too much information at one time, is do not feel sorry for your dog, whatever the history it's had. Compassion is good. Feeling sorry for an animal doesn't make it happy. So be consistent, be firm where you have to, be fair, be kind, but don't treat your dog like a human.